What's up, everybody? Chuck Bailey with the Bass Channel here, and today we're going to be talking about the SDRUM from Digitech. Let's check it out. What I'm using today is it's a Fender P-Bass. This is are we allowed to say Mexican P-Bass? Is that still allowed? I don't know. It's made in Mexico. It's P-Bass with, I don't know, some kind of pickup that Chris likes. I'm not sure. And then we're using the SDRUM. I'm just kidding. It's an EMG. You guys already know. God. And then it's the ZDRUM or SDRUM direct into the amp. We're using the GK800S Fusion and the GK Neo 410, which sounds freaking rad. Anyways, it's super simple. Your signal chain is meat and potatoes, man. It's your bass, it's the SDRUM or strum, and then into your amp and cab, you can run this into any other interfaces that you may have to. All labeled, super simple. Everything is labeled on here really well. So one thing that happens with a lot of musicians is much like how we buy every instrument we can instead of saving to get the dopest instrument you can get, we're super impatient and we'll get a book or instructions with whatever we're thinking we want or thinking that we need, and we're just do this. And then we try and figure it out. Normally, that's what I would also do when it comes to things like this, but Chris is forcing me to read. And you know, bass players and reading, it's not a good deal. So, we're going to open this quick start guide because if I can do it, I'm sure everyone can. Oh my God. Look, they gave us pictures. This is going to be great. Okay, by the way, I skipped the part where it's telling you how to like plug into the amp. We've already done that. You can read that part though if you don't know. Let's go to part 2. Teach a pattern with the pads. The steps that follow assume you are starting from an empty song. The learn LED should be flashing slowly and the kick and snare pads should be off. Okay, let's check that. Learn LED. Okay, that is flashing slowly. And the kick and snare pads, they're labeled kick and snare, so you'll be fine. They're the biggest gray pads on the bottom of the 4 knobs. They are off. A metronome should not be playing. Good, we ignore those anyways. If this is not the case, go to section 5. Okay, it is the case, so we're continuing on. It's like choose your own adventure. Press the kick and snare pads. The SDRUM will play kick and snare sounds. Okay, let's try that. Ha ha ha! We're in business. Sounds better than the drummers I play with already. Press the foot switch to arm the SDRUM. Our learn LED will flash rapidly. And it is. So far, it's not a liar. Start playing a simple 2-bar pattern. For example, if you count 2 bars of 4/4, you can play kick, snare, kick, snare. And just like that, you stole someone's music. Just kidding. It was just the first example that came to mind, right? But look, that's what's great about this. It's super simple. Look, a bass player used it. Everyone can use it. The rotary switch selection is for the different kits and grooves that you can apply. You have 4/4, which is what I have it set in. You can set it to 3/4, which I'll show you as an example, but they have a lot of different kit selections here. So let's run through the kit selection and the different options for the hats and rides.
And you can turn the level down just a smidge. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So those adjust. That's kind of cool. Okay. I like that. That's pretty cool. Let's try it again. Oh yeah?
So now
Yeah.
I think if you keep moving the hi-hat knob.
Yeah, now I'm gonna try it. Okay, so Chris pointed out something pretty cool. The rotary knobs look like they have an effect as long as the S drum is in play. So we activated the foot switch, and now we're messing with those different combinations. This is Hat Ride Combo 2. All of a sudden you turned into, what's that one band? Wolfpack. Let's change it up. Oh yeah, okay. Little ride, yeah. Okay. Press it again. Bring it back in. That was a Lars Ulrich fill. It's very nice. Okay, let's try section 3. Hat Ride Combo 3. Let's go 4. Oh no, let's do 3, but see if it changes when we press it. I wonder how they got Lars Ulrich to do all these. That's fucking wild. Okay. I like what you're doing here. I see. Little Wayne's World? No? Okay. That's fine. Let's try this one. 4. 4 feels usable. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna run through the last part of these, changing the groove kit section. So let's go to power. Did you hear that? Did you hear the audible change? It instantly went 80s like synth, like R&B, pop. It made it sound like an electric kit. It sounds like an electric kit. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that digital sound, right? Like that 80s drum kit sound. Let's see it. Nice. That's cool. I like that. Let's move it down. This one's called percussion, or perk, if you're a pillhead. I was right the first time. It's not perk like Percocet, it's perk like percussion. All of a sudden you're at a soccer game and it's the Brazilian band. There we go. Cool. Let's try brush. Oh yeah. Okay. I like that. Let's bring that up. Yeah, boy! It instantly became Run DMC. I'm gonna get copyright because I said Run DMC. It's the Soulfly bridge when they all come out with the drums. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. Okay. I like that. So you got a lot of options with each of these. Like, now we're on brush. This is brush. Let's change that. I don't like that. Bring it back. No, that went back to percussion. Okay, hey. I'm in control. Maybe. Okay, that's brush. Yeah. Okay, we're back on verse now. So this is the verse brush setting for the hat ride. So let's keep going with that. We're on setting 7 for the hat ride. So every time you hit the foot switch again to run through those different options, it resets the beat but puts you in a different part of the song. Now we're on the chorus. So this is what would be playing in the SDRUM's mind if you're working on the chorus part of the song with the brush groove kit setting for Hat Rides Combo 4. That's cool. That's really cool. Let's bring it back. We're on setting 6. Well, let's reset it. Now we're gonna go back to verse. Okay. Let's check E-pop now. I'm gonna bring it back down to Hat Ride 1. Okay, so we just figured something else out here too. Pressing the rotary selector on those different settings increases the tempo speed of the initial Hat Ride beat. So this is the base setting for Hat Ride beat 1 that you would have access to in the song. And then you want to be like, no, I need it quicker. A little change up on that halftime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. So, maybe you're wondering why it's called SDRUM or SDRUM. I thought it was SDRUM. It's actually STRUM. Maybe it could be both. But the reason why is you can actually strum the drum parts. Strum. Anyways, we have to calibrate the unit for being able to strum the drum parts. So there's a part on the SDRUM right in the center that says guitar audition. And then it gives you the instructions right below. It says hold to calibrate. It's also covered in section 6 in the little instruction manual they give you, which is what I'm reading from right now. So if you have this and maybe you're kind of lost, follow along with me here. So press and hold the guitar audition button while keeping the guitar quiet. Simple enough. Hold it. Okay, that's flashing. Okay, now that that's flashing, it says mute the strings with your fret hand and strum the low string in the way that you would like to teach kick drum hits. So I'm going to start by muting with my fretting hand, and we're just going to use our plucking hand to follow the LED timer on the rotary for the hats and rides and just give it that tempo and the kind of feel we want. Okay, that was the first time. Now we're going to go down to the G string and do the other part. Okay, so there's the E string. Nice. So when you're trying to explain to your drummer what you want now, you don't have to use like boom, ka, boom, ka. You can just do that. That's awesome. That's really cool. So if you're not a drummer, but you want to explain the beat, see that we didn't calibrate that string, we didn't calibrate the A, so it's like, what do I do? So that's why it's playing both. But if you play the calibrated strings that you utilize for the guitar setting, which in my case I use the E and G, then it registers and recognizes those because we taught it that, right? We used E for the bass, right? That's the kick. And we use G for the... I hit that one, sorry. See? It's very, very responsive. Like, if you touch anything on here, the higher the tone would be on that string, it's gonna place it in its best category where it thinks it would be because of where we calibrated it. So the lower register notes they're gonna be like, that's in the bass drum section. And the higher register notes, like on the D, it's gonna be like, yeah, that's most likely he meant to do the hat, right? That's pretty rad. The strum lives up to its name. And it's not terribly difficult. Again, if I can do it, I'm gonna reset this, right? If I can do it, all of you guys can. Let me reset all of that. Hold it to press the... Gave me a metronome. That's cool. Are you talking? It's talking trash to me right now. It's like, hey, buddy, you need this. This little quick start guide. I normally these read like stereo instructions from another country. This was amazingly easy to use. Step-by-step instructions on how you should approach this. So well done, Digitech. You made that so easy a bass player could do it. And in closing, my thoughts on this is, if you're wanting to practice different beats, but you don't necessarily have the desire to always play to a metronome, which is fine, right? That's fine. It just kind of gets boring, right? If this is a great way to improve upon your consistency for practicing, whether you're practicing modes or scales, or if you're practicing for a gig and you have an idea of how to set tempo and you have where the tempo is for the song, or what you want to specifically focus on with respect to the kit, or if you just want to practice your improvisation, which sounds weird, but I think a lot of guys do, right? Especially in jazz, they practice what works, and that's kind of what they riff off of. This is going to be a great kind of compass for you to navigate through all the different styles of playing, the different styles of drummers you may encounter. And while it may not be organic as you would like, it still gets you pretty close. And again, it's much more of a fun time with this than it would be just a metronome, right? Like that gets... If you practice with the metronome, you know what I'm talking about. It gets really boring really fast. And all you purists, before you come at me with your pitchfork and torches, I'm just saying it's okay to have fun with music. And this thing makes learning any part of the bass or whatever instrument you're using a little more fun, which is the important part. That's why if you're not having fun, why play? So Digitech, this was rad. Super easy, super simple to use. It sounds great, looks great. Let's make a beat. I thought I was gonna make this beat, but Chris decided to punish me, I guess, and he's sending me out with the last track on the Saint Anger album. He's punishing me for my Lars Ulrich's jokes. And I already forgot the name, but he wants me to try and play to this ridiculousness. This is Chuck Bailey with the Bass Channel. I'm going to put myself out of my misery. We'll see you guys next time. What was he thinking with this?